My name is Kristen Elise Oliver. The name given to me when I was born was Toni O'Neil Ellison, and they called me O'Neil. My mother was married before, and they divorced shortly after I was born, and she remarried my dad. And around my first birthday, my dad, Michael Oliver, adopted me, and when the adoption went through, they changed my entire name to Kristen Elise Oliver because Toni is my biological father's name, and O'Neil is his dad's name. So to just make it official and make everything run smoothly, they decided to change my name. To say that I'm adopted, to me, is one of the biggest blessings the Lord has put in my life. It's an ongoing joke in my family that my dad chose me. He got stuck with others. And so that's probably the biggest blessing that's come out of it. The idea that my dad wanted me and wanted me in his life and in his family was an amazing feeling. Reading in Ephesians and in the Bible when it talks about being adopted, God adopting you, it kind of makes it more real to me, but then it kind of doesn't. Because I didn't go through the adoption process and I wasn't old enough to remember, the signing of the paper and starting to call him Dad, because I really wasn't even talking. I grew up calling him Dad. But as far as now, as I'm older and I begin to think of, what my dad did to take on someone that was not even his own, and for even to think about my dad's parents looking at me as just some baby to take me in as their own grandchild, and aunts and uncles, it does make it more real to know that God adopts you, and you don't just get him, you get everything that comes with him.
My name is Jay Herrick. Well, Jacob, since he started out as my foster brother, I remember him being a little 2.5-year-old who couldn't speak, couldn't say anything. You forget that he's adopted. It's like I said, it's like he's always been there. But I'm a little bit jealous in a way because most of us our parents didn't choose us. We just happened. But Jacob was chosen. Like Mom and Dad met him and then decided to have them as their son, and we decided to have him as our brother. I've learned that love is a choice and a commitment, and that we chose to love Jacob, and it took a lot of commitment on my parents' part and on mine and my other brother's parts, just to do what it takes to love a child that is difficult to love and who in the beginning didn't know how to love you back. And so when people read the scriptures about that, they can't really grasp how someone who's adopted could be just the same as someone biological, but it is possible. And so I think that having him in our family has given us a better understanding of just what that's talking about.
I am Kristen Elise Oliver. I was Toni O'Neil Ellison.